Welcome, 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 my people, my peeps. Please subscribe, share, comment, like, hit the notification bell that every time I send out a new content, you will be first to notified. My people, my people, my people, when our souls have crushing experience, it is the first thing we think of in the morning when we awake. Until it isn't. Out of nowhere, maybe a day, maybe a week, maybe a month. I don't know when or how, but sometimes there comes miraculous relief. And sometimes on the fateful day, your loss is the second thing we think about. And then, more time passes. And the third thing we could think about each day. And the days fade away into weeks, into months, into years. And then we began desperately and hoping that we will find a way to live with our griefs. And then some day may come and we're going about the day doing what we do. And then out of nowhere, sometimes the grief slap us in our face and slap us so hard, maybe we could lose our teeth. But you know what the real trigger is? And what triggered it? A trifle. Sometimes the slightest thing. Sometimes it's a song. Sometimes it's something somebody say about us in the past or is saying in the present. Sometimes a memory. Sometimes words. Sometimes it's a place we've been before. And sometimes it's a smell. Anything can set off this trigger. Anything can set this trigger off. But sometimes we must not allow ourselves to get triggered by some things. Grief is like a hare, and grief can be like bears. It is the way you might retreat to it. Sometimes for a long period, and then sometimes one day you turn around and discover that the bear or that snake or that treacherous person has crept up behind us, and it scares us. Sometimes it scares us half to death, and sometimes the fright might re-traumatizes us, and it can be crippling. But then that enemy, that bear, that evil person wandered back into their place to hibernate again. And sometimes it might return. Nobody knows. Grief. Grief doesn't make appointments. Grief really and truly have its own timetable. Grief can be your friend. Grief can be your best friend. And grief can be your worst enemy. It may not seem like, but sometimes it helps you to heal, and sometimes it tormented you. And sometimes it's a mistake. And don't make that mistake to pretend that it isn't there. It is so easy to become embarrassed or even ashamed of our grief. This is also a mistake. Have no shame in your grief. Allow it to wash over you. Invite it to heal you. Just know that while there will be time when the enormity of your grief seems so insurmountable, you are more than your grief. Be gentle with yourself. You have to be gentle with yourself. You have to be patient with yourself. And there are things that I told myself. And the things that I told myself, right, that someday they help and someday they didn't. And I'm going to tell you, my people, there are many, many ways for us to heal and walk away from our grief or pain or anger. There is so many ways. Find things that you love to do. Probably you love to dance, sing a song. Exercise is a good one, probably 10 minutes a day. Trust me, my people, there are things that work when it comes to our grief, when it comes to our mental health. There's so many things that we could do to help get over it. It may take baby steps. You don't jump, because you jump. You don't take the time to check on each of your grief and what make you grieve. So you take that baby step. Take them down one by one by one. Turn them around. Think about them. Look into them. And take the baby step. And try to fix the ones you can. And the ones you can't, still don't move away from it. You will figure it out. Just know that there is a God. He heals, He delivers, and He cleanses. I've come to the end of another one. Please subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification bell. And every time I send out a new content, you'll be notified. God bless. I love you, my people. Bye.